メジャーやります。多分6年目ですね。ワイルドカード。前回シーズンが終わったんですけど、多分進出できてないかな。多分進出できてないかな、これね。ワールドカップ取ってますよね。違う、ワールドカードプレイオフか。はい、ワールドカードプレイオフか。そうだね、ワールドカードプレイオフですね。はい、3番セカンドです。昨年の成績という今シーズンの成績ご覧の通り、35本塁打、46盗塁、野球4、打点が139。今季はドン・マッティングリーが記録した。
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Twins and Jordan Yamamoto will be the starter for the Rays in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately in his last 3 starts.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Tony William, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First delivery to him on the way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rosario is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays, and this is still a 0-0 ball game.
Now batting, second baseman, Tony Williams.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Popped up. Barehanded at his knees. To second for one.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Now at the plate, Tony William. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on its way.
Ball. 1 ball.
Adames aboard here at first with nobody out. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want.
In now, Tony William. He singled his last time up.
Tony Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitor's bullpen. And he falls behind 0-2. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Tampa Bay Rays win their...
隠し玉ってやつだね。めちゃくちゃ隠し玉じゃね？育成最下位だとして。ボールじゃねえんだわ。よし。勝ちましたね。これワイルドカードプレイオフだよな。 あ、じゃあ160試合目だ。あー、なるほどね。これでシーズンが終わったのか。2割9分4厘か。あー、なるほど。これあれだ。勝率で並んだからあれか。1試合だけプレーオフやったんだ。なるほど、なるほど。超珍しいパターンだ。へえ、あ、これ公式戦扱いになるんだ。いい確信は、俺には確信はいるけどな。ちょっとねっていうかわかんないです。
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. It's the one-game American League wildcard playoff between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasker. Jose Urquidy.
だってちょっとバグってるわ。バグってるわ。再起動。うるせえうるせえ。そんなことしてねえんだわ。これはめちゃくちゃ珍しいことですね。当日珍しいことだったな、今な。これね、実は、ワイルドカードプレイオフの前、ワンシーズンプレイオフだったっけか。超珍しいことだな、今な。実は、1チームだけ決まってなかったんですよ、ワイルドカードが。で、勝率と、しかもあれも並んだので、勝率が並んでたので、なんか1試合だけプレイオフやったって感じです。なんかワンゲームプレイオフだった。公式戦扱いになるから、レギュラーシーズン扱いなんだよね。そう。これ実は。最終的な成績こんな感じ。35人、139だから。46通り。
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show.
あ、わかったわ。
Jose Urquidy gets the nod here at home for the American League wildcard game. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
Tony William is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will... Ready now, Tony William. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way.
これね、ちょっとね、いじってて。
To make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
And he fouls this one off. Here it comes on 1-1. To short, hit hard. Scooped up, throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So give him 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Rays 5 and the Astros nothing. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Tony William.
Tony Williams.
Oh, big guy, seal this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Stepping in, Tony William. He singled his last time up.
Tony Williams.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Rays strand just the 1, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. So coming to the plate, Tony William. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Tony Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Hit hard to short. Oh, what a stop. There's one. Oh, but he beats it out. An outstanding effort that time, but that's a base hit, and the run's in to score.
Boy, that was a smooth play, wasn't it? Great job to lay out and make the stop, and then to feed the second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
Standing in, Tony William.
Now batting, the second baseman, Tony Williams.
All right, let's go now. Let's go.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball one. Counts 1-0.
いい買収って何やねん。
Let's go, kid. One time, right here.
That misses 2-0.
Well, this is the matchup they want. Bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
2-1 after the foul ball there.
カメラの設定がちょっと気に食わないからさ、いじってんだけど。余った。
See it, drive it. Let's go.
From the belt, the pitch changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Get yours right here, huh? Drive it up there. Find me a barrel right here.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
One more look at the final line score there to see great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory.
転生できたのでかいな。ワイルドカードから連続世界一はありますからね。やりました。ディビジョンシリーズ進出です。同地区対決ですね。レッドソックス戦。
Keep coming back. La 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 bamba. Yeah. She just want hard Celine. She like the bar Kareem. I'm trying to get all between. Yeah. She pop it all on me.
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the...
So striding in, Tony Williams. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Williams has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. A ball and a strike now. A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball.
これはちょうどいいな。
Ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Full count now, 3 and 2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone
これ
right
は
here.
どうだ？
Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So striding forward now, Tony William, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Hey, let it fly.
Here's the first pitch to him.
はい。
Hey, grip it and rip it, kid. Grip it and rip it. Ball. Down.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Get your pitch and drive it, kid. Here you go. Your pitch right here, kid.
1 and 1. Here it is.
Have a rip like you can. Here we go now, Hulk.
Popped him up. Devers has room in foul territory. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Stepping into the box, Tony William. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Jenkins is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Into the box now, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And this one is gone, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
やっぱ白いバットというか、デフォルトのバットの方がね、なんかちゃんと見えるわ。なんか黒とか赤もいいんだけどね。いや、そう。
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at...
そこにいるショーン・レイはね、レンジャーズ時代にポストシーズン行きましたけど、ことごとくロイヤルズに負けてますからね。
Se abra la compuerta, más vale loca que muerta. Te voy a pisar si te suelta hasta los 70.
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you is great. The most important game of a series, though, is the next one you're about to play. So treating this game like it's absolutely critical is a good way not to get too comfortable with your lead.
All right. The stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Joe Musgrove will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Joe Musgrove, a strike-throwing machine, not known for throwing a lot of strikeouts. 4-pitch mix, Matt. Fastball, slider, curveball, and changeup. He needs all 4. He doesn't have any one pitch that sticks out that's a dominant pitch, so he needs all of his pitches. The key for Joe is throwing strikes early on in the count.
Tony William is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
When you play in this park where the fences are shorter, this is going to happen more often than any other ballparks.
Striding in, Tony William. Chance to cash in here, and don't be surprised if he does. Certainly known as one of the best clutch hitters in the sport today.
Here we go. Come on now, get your pitch up there, kid.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Verdugo looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second home run of the series, and that pushes the Rays out on top here, 3-2.
I'm sure at the plate right there, he's thinking stay up the middle, hard line drives to either gap. He did it one better, giving his team the lead right there with a huge 3-run bomb.
Now at the plate, Tony William, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that's you said it, D-Ro. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap.
Coming to the plate now, Tony William, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Reined in, one there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So stepping in, Tony William. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty D, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
All even now, 2-2.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
As a look, now the pitch.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip.
And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2.
あ、でもね、ボールでグラブしてるから。見えてないところでちゃんといい守備してるからね。
3-2 now.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
Another payoff pitch. Fouled away.
Hey, let her rip one time.
今日ちょっとだけやって4時ぐらいで終わりましょう。
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
勝ちました。11対6。
Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
Pop out in their head. Boom, boom, boom. 40 is clearing the room, room. You better duck it, go boom, boom.
The final line score for this afternoon.
とにかくコルクバットを使おう。それはよろしくない。お前も使っていたくせにな。若手時代の時に。君もサミー・ソーサと同じことを言っていたよ。本当か？リバーブってくれるところ。守備陣、美人とか多そう。あ、こっちが。あ、2人トルコ。嘘をつくんじゃない。認めろ。
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
It's been a good series so far as these two teams have split the first two games. So essentially this makes this a 3-game series. That means this game is huge. It's a lot easier playing knowing you're 1 win away from moving on as opposed to 1 loss from packing it up and heading home.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you folks. Play-by-play is coming up next.
Postseason.
Luis Castillo gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Big arm. This is a guy that when he learns to control the strike zone, particularly with this off-speed pitches, has a chance to improve in a short amount of time. Mid to high 90s fastball with a lot of movement. His breaking pitches need some refining, but if he takes that next step and starts to get that breaking stuff over, look out. This guy could get better really fast.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Hit well on the ground to first. On to the shortstop at second, but it's thrown away. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough.
And leading up for the Rays, the second baseman, Tony Williams.
There we go.
The pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. 2-1. Now here it comes. Fouled off. High in the air out to center field. Martinez is there, and he has it for the first out. Now at the plate, Tony Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
0-1 count and the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but on hit right now, I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle to second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
That's not the guy you're going to see doubled off very often. So that was a quick turn at second base. Good transfer and a strong throw.
Leading off the inning, Tony Williams, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Man, I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
And he looks at the ball, 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count's 2-2.
He's scared. He's scared.
Pitch on the way.
Hey, see it. Try it. Let's go, big dog.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
Here we go.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
He'll try it again, 3-2. And it's fouled away.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
And he fouls this one off.
Wait for your pick up there. Here we go, here we go.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
And that at-bat will put a smile on any manager's face. The pitch total of the opposing pitcher just keeps going higher and higher, and he still couldn't put him away. So this inning is off to a good start for the guys. Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
A tight ball game all throughout.
Hip-hop ain't really this for me. Little bell for the homies. Got a little green ball to beam for the foul. He took more shots after phase than Kelby. After dark, you go crazy. Police ain't scary. You ain't bred for this. I'm still in the hood. They make bread and dip. I'm not jumping ship. I might you got love for Vince. Feeling like Snoop with the source awards. Feeling like you wasn't born for war. Cause when I come around, we had the ground.
今日勝てばリーグチャンピオンシップ進出、ディビジョンシリーズ突破、いわゆるクライマックスシリーズ第1戦突破、ファーストステージ突破みたいなのですね。
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the American League Division Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, because this is a 5-game series, this is an elimination game. I think that any time a team's season is on the line, they have to play like it.
Riley O'Brien
Riley
is the
O'Brien.
man on the mound for the fourth game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Hey, one time, right now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tony William stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. William is a guy that thrives in these opposite-handed matchups. He's often considered one of the absolute best hitters in the game against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, because he's thinking big part of the field. He's not a dead pull guy. This is a guy that likes to use gap to gap. And when that's happening, you stay on anything fading away from you.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Pitch inside, the throw in time as he just gets the tag down.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base path so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into outs, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters. Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball, put himself right back in this at-bat.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Calhoun. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Ready for another chance? Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good.
And he can't make the play as he overruns it, but that should be scored as an infield single. Poor base running there. Got him caught in the hot box between first and second. Coming to the plate now, Tony William.
The second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat. Base is empty here with nobody out.
Hey, let her rip one time.
Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on it.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him, 1-2.
Hey, you hangs it, you bang it, kid. Here you go.
Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
The 2-2 one more time.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Now in the box, Tony William, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Adames stands at second with 2 gone. Here's a little chopper to the right side. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit.
Well, they know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the next round and a possible trip to the World Series. Well done.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one, really put the guys on his back and carried him to the victory.
For the left-hander Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League.
お前は年俸のことしか考えんの。てか5年契約だから。まあ来年で FA になるんで多分争奪になります。来年のオフは。お、ホワイトソックスとのリーグチャンピオンシリーズ。ワイルドカードから3年連続ワールドシリーズ進出へ始動。
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago White Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Luis Severino will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Now to the plate, Tony William. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses, ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Tony William. He singled his last time up.
Tony William.
First offering on its way. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. The 1-0 delivery.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
The 1-1. Adames leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And this one gets away. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Popped up. And Duhar is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rays 2 and the White Sox 1. Leading off the inning, Tony William, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Williams.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, get one.
This is pulled into right, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man.
Red light, green light. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. Stuck at the stoplight. Red light, green light. Red light, green light.
あ、7回戦制か。
Red light, green
そうだ
light.
ね、リーグチャンピオンシップは7回戦制です。日本シリーズと同じ。
The back of the coupe is open. Your girlfriend's gone off that cola. Stroking. And I'm also focused for the day that I blow this open. Money like hocus pocus at the club.
病気なんだが、5年5000万ドルよ。まだ。来季 FA だからね、どれだけレイズ積んでくれるか。まあ、積まれても私はない。
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's the second game of this ALCS between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago White Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. Michael Kopech is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
Batting third, the second baseman, Tony Williams.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope. Ball
A
1.
fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
100マイルは
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Make it yours.
The 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Turner fields it cleanly, and there's one away. Digging in, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
2-0 now. Adames, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Here we go now, one at a time.
Fouled away. A bullet to first base. The tag will get him coming back to first. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So one run on one hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Rays are in front, 3-0. So digging in now, Tony Williams.
The second baseman,
Hey, I'm ripping that up there. Huh?
Tony Williams.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Turned on down the line.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Now the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Nope. Inside. Ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go. Hey, needs you right here. One time. Let's go.
Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Rays strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Stepping in, Tony Williams. He got called out on strikes his last time through. From the belt, the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Estevez has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s.
No, that's low.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, look at one pitch right here. Come on now.
2-1. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. Franmil Reyes will be next.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. You go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
And through into left field. Back-to-back hits have him set up to start the 7th. Stepping into the box, Tony Williams. He singled his last time up.
Tony Williams.
First pitch on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Hey, one time, right now.
And now a pitch on the way.
Ball, that's just out.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here you go.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Pulled toward right center field. Dean arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
連勝。敵地で2連勝。
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory.
The final
And there's no better time.
調子がいい。ホームで。
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the AL Championship Series between the Chicago White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports. But even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking.
Coming to the plate now, Tony Williams, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A man at third with one away.
Need you right here, one time.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Let it fly right here.
Here comes another 0-2.
I got the
Not
one and
close
two.
with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Liner toward right center. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the run will score as the Rays cash in on an early 1-0 lead.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly.
Now at the plate, Tony Williams.
The second baseman, Tony Williams.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Walters shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. No. At the plate, Tony Williams. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Tony.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Alston is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the National League Championship Series, as they've got a good one brewing over there as well. Digging in once again, Tony Williams. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Now here it comes.
Hey, one pitch right here. One out.
The 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Drilled on the ground is short. And that's out number one.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the...
Check me out now. Tony. Yeah, walked out of Louis looking like a virgin discount. If it ain't 100, it's a miscount. 7 days a week, I 6 ounce. If a chick with me, she like big house. If a chick with me, she like foreign cars. If a chick with me, she like go yard. If a chick with me, she like protein. Make a chick a rich.
なんやねん。視聴率もがなんやねん。なんやなんや。あ、4連勝なんだ。3連連続ワールドシリーズ進出。
Make sure it's all there. I go to sleep in designer. Psych. I go to sleep in. Yeah, you telling it
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the Chicago White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I can't help but be impressed with the way these guys have come into this series and just flat out handled their business. They're hitting on all cylinders, and I don't want to fully count out the other guys, but if the last 3 games are any indication of how this will play out, I think this series could be over.
Up next for the Rays, Tony William, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now a pitch on the way. Line towards center field. Masabe is there, 2 gone. At the plate, Tony William.
Now batting, the second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Weak grounder down the line at third. Gonna be a tough play. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
1-1 the count now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Yeah.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Another one sent foul. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese.
At the plate, Tony William fouled off. Martin is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
The 2-2. lifted the other way out to left center. Giving chase to Jimenez, but he won't get there. It falls in.
よし、ノーアウトランナー出た。
Man, I thought this at bat was over, down 0-2.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
A
そう、
tight
スイープならず。選挙カーみたいだな。おい、そこのテレビ局職員を捕まえろ。そして牢屋にぶち込んどけ。
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the American League Championship Series between the Chicago White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Riley O'Brien gets the call in Game 5 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Tony Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tony Williams is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Severino has tossed more than 2,000 major league innings, and with an ERA just hovering around the 3.00 benchmark.
ホワイトソックスなんですけど。
1-0 count, here it is. That one's going to find the seats, strike 1. In there, 1-2 now. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
2-2.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
The 2-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Madrigal onto the grass. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out. Into the box now, Tony Williams. He reached on a single in his first try. Has a look, now the pitch. Grounded to third. Endahar brings it in. There's one on to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball. So they should be happy.
Stepping up now, Tony Williams.
Tony Williams.
First delivery to him on the way, and he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. No problem, one away. Digging in now, Tony Williams. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Odom, just 24 years of age. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against the modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Oh my goodness.
Standing in, Tony William. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory.
ダメだったな。君には勝たせてあげないよ。ピートローズ君勝ったじゃん。ああ、一気に顔がカイジみたいになってんじゃん。いいね。あ、この試合で決めるか。あ、張った。
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of the American League Championship Series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago White Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
It's been a tight series so far, which we kind of expected when we started, but now it's backs up against the wall time.
Michael Kopech is charged with keeping their hopes alive on the mound here in the League Championship Series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
First pitch on its way. Tony William is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. William is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Misses, ball 2. Still 2-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And he looks at ball 4 now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony William. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch. No balls and a strike to count.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. On, he pops it up. Turner has a play, and that ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tony William. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Tony William.
Second baseman, Tony Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0.
どうしましたか。
Line drive, base hit to right. Running hard, he's digging for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so
Ready for another shot now. Tony William. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Behind 0-2 now. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team.
ダメです。許しません。
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's the finale, Game 7 of the American League Championship Series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago White Sox. Caleb Smith gets the ball here at home in Game 7 of the League Championship Series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Bounce towards the second baseman. But the throw will be well late. So a good play, but it's all for naught, as that'll be an infield single.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tony William. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Ready once again, Tony William. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Just manages to foul that fastball off to the left, and he's in a hole now, down 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. From the belt, the pitch.
Inside ball.
いや、これリーグチャンピオンシーズンから ALCS や。
Ball, that's out.
まあワールドカップで頑張ってほしい。
Adames, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Hey, your pitch.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Might have swung at ball 4 there as he manages to foul this one away. Another full count pitch home. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And a good at bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, in now, Tony William. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Let's go, kids.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
And it's fouled away. Here's another 1-2.
2-2 the count.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side.
Well, congratulations to them as they're now the American League champs. They're going to celebrate tonight, and then they're going to have to refocus for a run at the ultimate prize, the World Series trophy. Can't wait.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't get the toughest one of them all, a triple, but it was...
お前がしかも見かけるからいけんだよ。バラしてやる。腹いせにバラすっていう。さあ、どうなんでしょうね。ホワイトソックス世界一だ。ゲリット・コールさん引退。お疲れ様です。リアルテスコが引退だ。イブヒル。バウアー引退だ。嘘。バウアーさん引退すんの？
An off-season check-in from a player's agent.
じゃあ、ちょっとだけ、じゃあ行きましょうか。メジャー6年目。行きましょう。この年で FA です。このシーズン終了後 FA になります。ということでいきましょう。はい。100三振記録してる。4年連続100三振してる。 シルバースラッガー賞、ゴールドグラブ賞、同時受賞、打点王、そして盗塁王ですね。そしてオールスター出場やりました。もう切り替えてるから大丈夫なんだわ。やべ、1位はどうなってますか？あ、セリーヌ移籍してきてる。あ、違うわ、ベース。ウィリアムス。バッティングオーダー見るか。あ、そんなに変わってねえや。あ、テオスカ・ヘランデス能力落ちてる。加工始まっちゃってる。何歳よ。34歳だもんな。あ、レイエスも1、2、3、4、5、6年連続30発以上か。ええな。強えわ。あ、変わってないね、そんなに。いやー、ジャズも活躍しましたね。まあ三振がちょっと多いけど、結局3割から2割なのにもどっちゃったね、あれね。高けねえわ。移籍します。はい。この2027年シーズンを最後に FA です。じゃあ開幕戦だけやりましょうか。ホーム6連戦。開幕戦だけ、開幕3連戦だけやろうかな。今度こそ今季の目標、打率3割。
Back here on a special opening day edition of the MLB pregame show. Matt Vasgersian here counting down the minutes until the new season gets underway. And before it does, we'll check out our first Topps player spotlight. Tony Williams was a run-producing machine last season, leading the American League in RBIs.
Yeah, and take notice, when this guy comes up, his at-bats change when there's runners in scoring position. I know we're into all the new metrics, and I love them. But the bottom line is can you drive runs in? This guy eats up stakes.
All right, the guys and I will be back to get this one started on MLB Network right after this.
あ、本当にね、打点139は異常ですからね。
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays.
うわ、ボールドグフーシュ来たの？やば。
Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network. And it's coming up next. Jordan Yamamoto gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better.
4, take the base.
開幕戦またオリオールズ戦かい。
Coming to the plate now, Tony William. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away.
William.
Here it comes. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish. Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
2 out, nobody on. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I think he's shown you right there. He was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over.
あれどうすんだっけ。
Digging in, Tony William. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Now at the plate, Tony William. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Lays off 1-0. A high fastball is in there.
1-1.
One out. No. Nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away.
Looking good, no one better.
Striding in once again, Tony William. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And he is in there at third. Is the possible go-ahead score.
Hey, D-Bro, looks like they might finally have...
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Rays came through late, taking the lead in the eighth to secure the victory. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays baseball is next. At the plate, Tony William. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Throw over to the bag, and he's back in standing. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, this is a... a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn two, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first two games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home. You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
For a good one.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here.
Digging in, Tony William. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, you got to get rid of it quick.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Hey, take a rip like you can. Here you go, baby.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
All even now, 2-2. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. Settling in now, Tony William. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit. Digging in and looking for more, Tony William. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. 1-0 the count. Now the pitch. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Racing back the left fielder, and it's gone! A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now a 7-4 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Baltimore Orioles swung the bats well with 16 hits. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Riley O'Brien starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
That's out.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Lifted down the line and left. Left fielder is on the move. He can't get to it. This one's down. And he's safe.
Hey.
Now batting, Tony William. He reached on a single in his first try. And there he goes towards second. The throw, and they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tony William. Hit hard but fouled off toward the dugout. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty, everything on the outer half of the plate.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and they're striding into the box. Tony William, he'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 delivery. Back up the middle. Kingery's there. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. Ready now, Tony William.
The second baseman.
First pitch on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Ramirez back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. 4-0 the score this afternoon. Tampa Bay jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
アンタエロガイ。岡部、トニー君どうですか？いやー、打率3割いこうと思ったらちょっとくじきまして、やりキューブ4になりました。さあ、最後は成績、そうか、まあ始まったばかりで展開なんですけど、 開幕3試合で12の5だったらいいんじゃない？調子いいし。今季こそ3割狙おう。10打数狙おう。160試合で打率が打率9分4厘、ホームラン35本、打点139、三振100。失敗の4。成功率6割でも6位やばいね。気をつけないと。守備率は、ゴールドグラブとシルバースラッガー賞を達成したんだよね。これから6年目のシーズン始まりまして、今季で FA です。今季 FA になって、そうですね、今季 FA になって、他球団に移籍できると。では、移籍する予定です。移籍するつもりです。はい。どこ行くかは楽しみということで。オファーがね、どこに来るかわからないな。さあ、みんな金を稼ごう。うるせえ。こんなの推奨してもダメなんですわ。ってことで、今日はちょっと短いけど、ここまでにしたいと思います。最後までご視聴ありがとうございました。よろしければチャンネル登録、Twitter フォローよろしくお願いします。というわけで、お疲れ様でーす。